This is your weekly report on corruption in the Philippine government. 5 airport policemen were ordered relieved from their posts over an alleged extortion scheme that forces taxi drivers to overcharge their passengers, the Department of Transportation said Thursday. The policemen reportedly ran a 60-40 extortion scheme in which taxi drivers are forced to surrender a portion of their earnings. The drivers, in turn, overcharge passengers at the airport to make up for their loss, the DOTR said in a press statement. Transportation Secretary Vince Dizon ordered the Manila International Airport Authority to investigate the modus operandi. The president has repeatedly said that we should not intimidate our people, Secretary Dizon said. We are suspending them, then immediate proceedings for termination. A taxi hub driver revealed the existence of the scheme, prompting authorities to launch the probe. According to Felix, Taxi Hub's story, the airport police started the racket here. They imposed the expensive rate, and with the expensive rate they are getting 40% so that our passengers can be saved, Dizon said. If you don't follow and you charge down and you don't remit when they ask you, you're either being taken away or you're not being sent to the airport. This would affect the country's tourism, said Dizon. Zamboanga del Sur Provincial Information Officer Gisral Himang was shot dead by his aide during a heated argument at a beach resort in Barangay Ambulan, Vincenzo Sagan Town, late Thursday night. Captain Brainal Sackham, chief of Vincenzo Sagan Police, reported that before the incident, Himang, a resident of Barangay Coit, Pagadian City, was drinking with his personal escort, Riamondanta Fulo Lopacillo, a resident of Barangay Bibilop, Mid-Salip Town. Lopacillo became intoxicated and later got into a heated argument with Himang. Lopacillo then drew his .45 caliber pistol and shot Himang 4 times, hitting him in the nose, twice in the abdomen, and once in the right arm, police said. Another victim, identified as Selguin Mayeralano, a resident of Tigbao Town, was also hit twice on the upper part of her buttocks, with the bullets passing through to her hips, according to police. A barangay councillor was gunned down in Barangay Palca, Tuo, Cagayan on Thursday morning, the 19th of June. Police Captain Sheila Joy Fronda, Cagayan Police Provincial Office spokesperson, identified the victim as Rodrigo Dupatus, 58, Kagod of Barangay Angang, Tuo. Initial investigation said that the victim and his wife were riding their modified tricycle on their way home from the market in Tuo when 2 men riding a motorcycle appeared and shot Dupatus in the head and neck. He was declared dead in a hospital. The victim's wife was unhurt. The suspects fled and follow-up investigation and manhunt operations are ongoing. Chairman Rogelio Villag of Barangay Angang described the victim as a good and active public servant and has no enemies. The 55-year-old employee of the Lapu-Lapu City Hall admitted that he was at fault and apologized to the motorist involved in a road rage incident on the 18th of June, 2025, in Barangay Basuk, Lapu-Lapu City. The City Hall employee, who requested anonymity, is assigned to the city's motor pool division. It was really my fault. That's why I just want to apologize to him. Everything was my fault, the employee said. However, he clarified that after he bumped the rear portion of the complainant's motorcycle, he allegedly asked the motorist to settle the matter after he had dropped off his wife at work. I told him, "Boss, can we talk further ahead near Tamiha so I can drop off my wife? She might be late," he said. He said the complainant might not have clearly heard what he said and may have thought he was trying to flee after speeding off on his motorcycle. In the CCTV footage posted by the complainant, Edsel J. Lumang said, the latter was seen blocking the employee's motorcycle near the Barangay Hall of Basuk. However, the City Hall employee then became angry and allegedly struck Lumangsad with a steel pipe. After their partners intervened to break them apart, the employee fled when a traffic enforcer approached the scene. On Thursday, Lumangsad filed a formal complaint against the employee and reported the incident to the police. According to City Administrator Attorney Danilas Almendras, the employee is expected to submit his reply to the complaint on Monday, the 23rd of June. A councillor of Barangay Calabasahir was shot and wounded by an unidentified gunman on Monday night, the 23rd of June. Police identified the victim as Ramli Ismaila, 37. Investigation said the victim heard a series of gunshots outside his home. He fled to his outdoor kitchen but was followed by suspect who shot and wounded him. The suspect fled and the victim was taken to a hospital. Lawmen recovered 5 empty 5.56mm bullet shells in the crime scene. Follow-up investigation is ongoing to determine the motive behind the attack and identify the suspect. That's all for this week. I'll see you next Friday with more stories of corruption and foolishness within the Philippine government.